In a small village nestled between rolling green fields, there lived a poor but honest farmer named Robert. He was a simple man, content with the little he had, and he worked hard to provide for his wife, Fiona, and their children. Though wealth was not on his side, peace of mind was, a result of his unwavering belief in honest earnings. One day, while tilling his land, Robert's plow struck something hard. As he dug around it, he unearthed a small golden pot, gleaming under the sun. His heart raced with excitement as he wiped off the dirt and peered inside, but to his surprise, the pot was empty. Thinking nothing of it, Robert casually tossed a small pebble into the pot. To his astonishment, 2 pebbles appeared inside. Confused but intrigued, he tried again, this time with a coin. The moment the coin hit the bottom, another coin appeared beside it. Robert's eyes widened with disbelief and exhilaration. He had discovered a magical pot that could double anything placed inside. Without wasting another second, he hurried home, clutching the pot tightly. As soon as he reached his house, he called out, "Fiona, come quickly. You won't believe what I found." Fiona rushed out from the kitchen, concern written on her face. "What is it, Robert? Why do you look so flustered?" Robert placed the pot before her and, with a triumphant smile, said, "Watch this." He took a rupee from his pocket and dropped it inside. In an instant, 2 rupees lay at the bottom. Fiona gasped, "How is this possible? It's magic. This pot can double anything we put inside. We will never be poor again," Robert declared, his face glowing with excitement. Fiona, though amazed, hesitated. "Robert, are you sure this is not some kind of curse? Wealth earned too easily often brings misfortune." Robert laughed. "Oh, Fiona, you worry too much. This is a gift from God." That night, Robert tested the pot with grains, coins, and even jewelry, and each time, the items doubled before his eyes. His joy knew no bounds. He was no longer just a poor farmer, but a man on the path to immense wealth. Days passed, and Robert's house transformed. Where once there was scarcity, now lay stacks of gold coins, sacks of rice, and gleaming treasures. But as his wealth grew, so did his hunger for more. The honest and humble farmer who once found peace in simplicity was now a man consumed by greed. One evening, as Fiona watched Robert feverishly toss valuables into the pot, she placed a gentle hand on his arm. "Robert, this is enough. We have everything we need. Let's stop before it's too late." Robert frowned. "Enough? Fiona, don't you see? If I keep going, we can be the richest family in the land. Our children will never know hardship." Fiona sighed, realizing the man she loved was slipping away, lost in his obsession. Soon, rumors spread through the village. How had a humble farmer suddenly become so wealthy? Some whispered that he had found buried treasure, while others suspected foul play. But the most curious of all was a cunning and greedy man named Kevin, who made it his mission to uncover Robert's secret. One evening, as Kevin passed by Robert's house, he saw him through the window, dropping coins into a pot and pulling out twice as many. Kevin's eyes gleamed with desire. A pot that multiplies wealth? If I had that, I could be the richest man in the world. That night, when Robert and his family were fast asleep, Kevin crept into their home. Moving carefully, he searched for the golden pot and finally spotted it sitting on a high shelf. But just as he reached for it, his foot struck a stool, sending it crashing to the ground. The noise jolted Robert awake. He grabbed a lantern and stormed into the room, his heart pounding. There stood Kevin, caught red-handed. "Kevin, what are you doing in my house?" Robert roared. Kevin smirked. "Why should you have all the wealth? This pot should belong to everyone." Robert's grip on the pot tightened. "You don't understand. This pot isn't just a gift, it's a test. Greed will be your downfall." Furious, Kevin stormed out, but his desire for the pot only grew stronger. "If I can't steal it, I'll find another way." Meanwhile, Robert, now more paranoid than ever, hid the pot in a secret place. But despite his precautions, his greed spiraled further. He spent nights awake, imagining endless riches. Why stop at gold and grains, he thought. What if I put something even more valuable inside? One fateful evening, Robert held his most prized possession, an ornate golden necklace. If this doubles, I'll be the richest man alive. He dropped it into the pot. But this time, something was different. The pot trembled. The necklace turned black. A chilling whisper echoed from within. Your greed has sealed your fate. Panic surged through Robert. He reached inside to retrieve the necklace, but the moment his fingers touched the pot surface, they stuck. His eyes widened in terror. Fiona! Help me, he cried. Fiona and the children ran into the room, gasping in horror. Robert struggled, but the pot was pulling him in. No! This can't be happening, he screamed. Fiona sobbed. Robert, I warned you. Your greed has trapped you. As Robert begged for mercy, the pot's grip tightened. His arm, his shoulders, his chest. Inch by inch, he was being swallowed. Please, give me one more chance, he pleaded. The voice from the pot rumbled. You had your chance? With a final, desperate scream, Robert disappeared into the pot. Silence fell. The next morning, when villagers found Robert missing, Fiona told them everything. Many refused to believe her, but Kevin knew the truth. The pot is mine now, he whispered to himself, sneaking into Robert's house. Ignoring Fiona's desperate pleas, he snatched the pot and ran home. Finally, I'll be richer than a king, he laughed, dropping handfuls of gold inside. But as he reached for more, the pot rumbled. You, too, are blind with greed. Kevin scoffed. I'm smarter than Robert. I won't make his mistake. But as he poured in his entire fortune, the pot trembled violently. A powerful force pulled Kevin toward it. He fought, screamed, begged, but it was too late. In moments, he too was devoured. The next day, the villagers, now convinced of the pot's dark magic, carried it far into the mountains and threw it into a bottomless pit, ensuring no one would ever fall victim to its curse again. From that day forward, the village lived by a simple lesson: greed destroys those who cannot control it. True happiness lies in contentment.